Okay, guys, you've got to realize, sitting there, I don't know why I do that, but they have this thing called the five. Hey, you guys, the Wi-Fi? When I woke up this morning, you was on my mind, and you know what that song is about, right? It's about a person needing drugs, healthcare, Obamacare. That's what it's about. Bernie Sanders care. Right? Get your drugs, die. You know. You're feeding your face. You're taking up space. We wish you weren't living with us. We're not happy you're here. What are you going to do? When Carl Anthony Towns finally comes to the realization that his mom and his relatives were murdered by a government that does population cleansing through economic warfare. It doesn't care about your gender. It doesn't care about your orientation. It doesn't care about your color. All it cares about is survival of the fittest. Okay, that's all scientists deem valuable. Okay, is survival of the fittest. That's why I'm always like, God dang, I feel like I got 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot out the door, because they always would tell me that you're willing to die for these people. They're not willing to die for you. I was like, I don't want them to die for me. I want them to die for me. Die for me. Why won't you live for me? Right? Won't you live the Lord's Prayer with me? Hello, don't worship me. I'm not Jesus and I'm not God. Okay, God is God. There is no God but God. God is not begotten, nor is God begotten. God always is, always has been, always will be. Crackle barrel that. Oh, Crackle Barrel, yeah, it's just done. Guys, once you're living the Lord's Prayer, you're not going to go to a restaurant. You'll never eat at a place where you treat people like they're beneath you because you want to feel rich, ever again. The Jesus I believe in is like David and Solomon, okay, and he is my Lord, and I am him, and he is me, and me and the Father are one. I do not worship him, and I do not worship myself. I worship the glory of God, and I teach Pharaoh's people how to worship the glory of God if they will listen. I teach Nebuchadnezzar's people about faith in the glory of God if they will listen. I teach the Romans, hey, forget about it, how to have faith in the glory of God. What's the matter you? Why you looking so sad? It's not so bad. Shut up in your face. It's a nicer place. We're living in the Lord's Prayer. You don't have to be getting mad. Just live. Hey, you crucified Jesus with your barbaric, hey, money's real bullshit. So I don't want to hear you getting mad because I'm making fun of your stupidity. Look, I made fun of the Nebuchadnezzar and Pharaoh people. Threw a little Barack Obama soccer mom jeans in on that one. You know what I'm saying there? I've been saying it for a long time. Well, I say to you, if your motherfucking ass can't get up and do right, then no gospel of Paul Davis for your sorry ass. I know that he gave his life for me, set all our spirits free. He had to die that day physically to shine the light on hypocrisy eternally. So we would all focus on the prayer he said with his friends and family before they took an innocent man and killed him because they wanted to fuck us in the head with republics and money. You can write down on a piece of paper that it means something. That doesn't mean it's something unless it really is something. If it adds up, accept it. If it doesn't, reject it. I don't have a dream. I am the fulfillment of a dream. I am the bringer of life. I am the elixir of truth. I am the proof. You have the burden of proof, and you cannot prove that your money is real, and they can negate my gift of life from the glory of God. Shut the hell up, motherfucker. I don't want to hear you talk. You can be waiting in a building ready to blow my head off from a storage building outside of a hotel in Memphis. Early morning, April 4, shot rings out in the Memphis sky. Free at last, that's not freedom. Being murdered is not freedom. That's archaic thinking. That's, man, I know my people, okay? When Joseph was an old man, and an old man was he wedded virgin. They believe in the pixie dust. My grandpa used to say all the time, Irish people, man, they'll believe in the magic pixies that piss on your windshield, okay? They'll believe anything. There's a pot of gold at the end of the fucking rainbow there. They'll believe any bullshit. As long as they get a free beer out of the deal and find a girl that's drunk and have sex with her in the IHOP and then in the bushes and then thank Bill Walton. Go Blazers, yeah. right? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like, sorry. Nah, Bill Walton was one of my favorite basketball players as a kid. Yeah. He was very talented, excellent passer, good shooter. You know, he was a foot taller than me, but he was not nearly as good of a basketball player as me. I had to posterize Bill Walton every chance he got a chance to come and try to. He was out of shape, and no, that's not true. He was still no. He had torn up his legs because he had to block every shot. I'm not that type of person. No, they hurt me. I'm going to go sit down, rest, recover. Damn, I wish I was playing, but these motherfuckers keep hurting me. I'm not going to destroy my body to win a game for a corporation. I'm going to sit there and say, I'm going to sit down until I'm healthy. Well, because I want to hike with my wife and, garden with my cats. And if they keep doing it enough and it's getting to the point where I'm like, I ain't going to walk right, or I'm going to have a bad back and won't be able to enjoy sex with my wife no more. Okay, I got paid. I'm out of here. But you need more. You don't need more money. You need more love and more joy, and the age of time could ever destroy. You know my song for Katie Buck. Doon 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 doon. It's my buggy song. I will make it sound any way I want to. And if you get upset about it, I will kick you so fucking hard, they're going to need the Hubble telescope to find your ass floating around Uranus. Don't mess with me, Saturn. I will mess you up. Yeah, I am the end of human delusions of worshiping themselves. You can write down in the book that Jesus said, God created man in his own image, and that's bullshit. Okay? It says in Genesis, God is omnipotent and omniscient, omnipotent. It says one cannot put an image on God. It says in Exodus 20, thou shalt not worship a graven image. How many of you assholes say you worship Jesus Christ and have graven images of him all around your house that you paid money for? And he said, forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. If it equates, accept it. If it doesn't, reject it. I have a dream that one of these days your asses will wake the fuck up and talk it white and walk it white. And if you can't do that, I'll take care of it with quantum computing. And you just sit back in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. And then we'll lay a golden fiddle at your feet. Okay? I told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the most humble there's ever been. I reject your money, I reject your republic, and I only accept faith in the glory of God, an eternal life of holy covenants with a faithful wife of faithful children. That's all I will accept, and that's that. You can go crackle your barrel and say that you worship Christ, but that don't mean you do. You can do whatever Cyril said you to do for money, and you can dance around and do a jig and say, and you know what? The verdict was the blue-tail fly. Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn, and that's popcorn. Jimmy crack corn, and last time I ate popcorn, my tooth cracked. Got a big piece of crack. I was like, that was at the beginning of the summer and the pesticides and stuff. There was a lot of it, pesticides and stuff. And the chemicals got in my teeth, and it brings down the, another summer. Oh, God, think about making through another summer of pesticides and stuff. I'm tough. I just don't panic, and I recover. But I've lost 2.5 teeth. I have scar tissue and nerve damage all through my shins, where my body is so strong, my heart tries to pump out all the toxins and it goes to the weakest points and pushes out the toxins as much as it can. I had to go out in the sun, which is nauseating, and help draw out a lot of the toxins so my heart didn't have to handle all the load. You just got to understand your body and how it's working. It's always nice if you have a friend like Sun Yat-sen, who's a physician, and he's very intelligent, and goes, Earl, here's what they're doing. It's like, why did they kill Earl? And they always remind me of that. You're not Bob Marley, you're not Haile Selassie, you're not this. It's like, but why did they kill them? Because they didn't know what they were doing. Okay, just think you're in the Hano Hilton, and they're going to torture you and try to get you to give in and say, okay, scientists win. I made up God just to be a hero and be the magic man and the magic Mr. Dinkleman Mike. That's what they're doing, yeah. Son of a bitch, yes. They think they're dogs, and they're the best breed. Oh, the Westminster Kennel Show, yeah. Lots of money in that, yeah. Money's not real. They know, but they think they're intellectually superior to people that will buy and sell God at a church store and then believe the book that doesn't line up with the book itself. Right, okay, son of a biscuit eater. Yep, it's genocide. They're addicted to it. The truth is they're not going to be stopped. They're not going to stop themselves. They're being stopped. Guys, even when they stop, it's going to be because I was able to take their quantum computing and correct it. And then the quantum computing right now is deterring them from abusing innocence. And then if they keep it up heinously, they're going to be killed by robotics and drone technologies, just like what the military has. The people in the private sector and the civilian sector of quantum computing now to target them instead of the military, because for years, before COVID and stuff like that, they would send out drone attacks to Mexico and they would go back because the Mexicans would say, okay, I'm going to quit doing this. I'm going to quit having sex with Tracy Morgan and I'm going to become a Christian, and I'm going to, just like those switchers they sent to kill Parsons that just totally repented and stopped doing it and went and got sanctuary and became fry cooks and shit like that, right? So, that's what happened. And it's like, okay, we're going to have to take quantum computing and give it to them. So once they get their robots and their drones and all their stuff that they have, it'll turn, and once they send it to each other to protect each other, it'll turn and kill them instead of kill the people that are using it to attack. Oh, so when the people that are attacking ICE use drone things and send it out to do that because they won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer, if the guys in ICE get together and say the Lord's Prayer and say one day we'll live in the kingdom, and then they'll send out a drone to try to kill the ICE guys, and it will go back and kill the militant. Hey, we're gonna get rid of these tyrants. Oh wow, you guys are slicker than most. Anything to keep killing each other and getting money for them, having enough money to fuck that bimbo who has low brain cell count, huh? Okay, you go in the wrong direction, right? No, I got really good songs from the Dixie Cups. Wrong Direction is good. G Baby G and G, the moon is shining bright. It sure want to hold you tight. There are a lot of songs they have that are a lot like Chapel of Love, but they're good and they have good harmonies. So I'm like, I like these. Little Bell is good too. What's the other one? I like Wrong Direction. I like No True Love. That reminds me of Patsy Cline with I've lost it, love again. True love has no chance to win. I loved and lost again. Or Stop the World and Let Me Off, right? And so they're really good. And then Tommy Edwards, damn. I got like 18 of his songs. I got My Melancholy Baby, Blue Heartaches, Mr. Music Man, Please Love Me Forever, Only the Good Times, Son of a... No, he's so good. I'm like, all these songs are good. And I did Secret Love of him, too. Yeah, Freddie Fender was really into Tommy Edwards. So was the Midnighters. Yeah, because they do Tommy Edwards tunes. Lots of people like Tommy Edwards. But Freddie Fender, yeah. Once I had a secret love. And he also did Vaya con Dios before Freddie Fender. And those, well, of course, it's a Mexican, too. Yeah, but everybody loved Tommy Edwards. Oh, you have to be a moron not to love Tommy Edwards. Tommy Edwards is the best. He's so smooth. I mean, I love that guy. But you are on the morning side of the mountain, and I am on the twilight side of the hill. Everybody loved Tommy Edwards, right? If you don't, I am sorry you have brain damage, think money's well, and are willing to use your technology to continue to kill over it. Okay, well, we'll work as diligently and lovingly as we can to protect all the innocent from the guilty, and one day we shall overcome. I agree. Just hang in there, man. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Have faith. Jump if you got to.